Okay, so everything working, yes. Day 67, going on with the um, with this budget pile up. Doing some little task now about before I had some Node scripts, some Python scripts, and wanted to do some cleanup. So I'm working with ChatGPT 5. So here I ask to convert. I think we can say this one until open was the notification, send only one notification. I just finished testing it, by the way, and I can move it to done. And here, just created a new issue to move the script. Maybe I'm creating too many little issues, but there you go. So this script is to get the Firestore logs. So for let's move this away. Only for me, for my user, I am sending logs of everything happens to the app to Firestore, so I'm able to debug issues. What I was thinking is in the future, and I wrote a ticket for that, uh, we'll be able to enable or disable this feature for test users. That would be amazing to debug stuff that like happens on other people. They report a bug. I ask them, can I turn that on? To a tester, can I turn that on? Um, and then I would be able to debug together the issue remotely. Okay, so we have a ticket. Convert the Firestore log fetcher to Node. So this is just a cleanup task now. I have before written some Python scripts, but now this is not aligned with the languages I'm using. I'm using should be using only TypeScript and Dart. Having Python as well is a little bit, too much. So let's see this issue. Replace Python scripts with a Node.js equivalent for Node scripts, or keeping the Python script until the Node version is verified on your machine. Standardized tooling, easier environment parameter. Okay. Add the node script at Firestore TS or JS. No, no, no. So let's say T TypeScript. Then replicates current behavior, uses default credentials via Firebase admin. Okay. Reads user ID debug collection and prints lines sorted by timestamp output format. npm do not delete the Python script. Okay, in the scope will be updated the readme. I think that's enough. Um, that's part of the scope. Acceptance criteria denote the script production and identical output and ordering. Uses ADC. What is ADC? Ah, yeah, application default connection. Without additional local config, documented usage. Ah, yeah. No, it's already there, so it's fine. So that should be the second one. So let's remove the repository readme should not be updated, only the local readme. So let's put this like that. Notes, monorepo, preferred location. Yeah. No, 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 no. Those flags are not okay. We don't need them, so let's also check that. Okay, we have, so maybe it was good to have a separate issue because there are a lot of details. So we're going forward, one separate issue per script, and small issues the way to go. Imagine if there were 2, 3 scripts, how many details there would be in this issue. It would be like absolutely um, unwieldy. So the fact that it's keep Python until verifying is already written here. It doesn't need to be in the title. The title should be short and sweet. So let's remove that from the title. Okay. So let's see the script and the parameters. So get, so hold on. First, this is the right, am I on main and I'm pool, am I pooled? Yeah, I think I am, just double checking. Fetch all, pool, checking local branches. These comments are queued. Okay, so we have to just delete this branch that was already merged. Okay, so now we have it pretty clean. What input do we have now? No, this I'm looking the wrong, had the wrong script. Get Firestore logs. Okay. Oh, that's pretty simple script. Okay. Um, because this could stream any collection really, but I think I like the idea to have a separate script for logging. That's fine. Remove the consider optional flags. Logs path is this. I want to say defaults to my user. Let's add this in the scope. Defaults to my user, add the optional parameter to, because in the future I want to be able to, now login is enabled only for me, but now I want to say turn on for that user, maybe put that in Firebase. So I can flick some in Firebase and then the users will start logging the first time it sync with Firebase. It would be pretty neat to change it. Let's say user ID log path. So let's say user ID. Okay, let's clarify that. Let's not make the LLM guess. Mm, only one thing. I want to just make that backticks column and backticks instead of parentheses. Okay, let's see how it looks now. Okay, pretty neat. I think that's the right specification. Okay, so let's tell GPT-5. I didn't say the name of parameter because I guess that GPT-5 can choose a suitable name better than I can do. But I can do a better job specifying, but based on starting from what the proposal. Okay. I've updated your proposal. Please refetch the ticket and start working. And create a suitable branch first, then start working. Or come back with questions, but I guess that's uh, ah, mosquito alert. You get it? Probably not. Yeah, let's go ahead. Got coffee here. Nice. Let's put the fan higher so the mosquito will. So GPT-5 doing fairly good compared to Sonnet, a little bit better, but Sonnet is better at writing stuff, but GPT-5 is better at writing code. When I say writing stuff, I mean the documentation. It looks better on Sonnet. But I should maybe compare it with Opus, but I never tried Opus because you need $100 subscription to use it with code. Fetching the updated issue to align with the latest proposal, then I will create a branch. Everyone call proposal each other's. I create a branch, yeah, and start implementing the node script. Fantastic. Fetch the updated issues containing, yeah, let's do it. So we'll check my changes, which are just small, but kind of important. Because he suggested to add some parameters that I don't like and I change with what I think is useful. Okay, he's already working on it. Confirm current branch and working tree before creating a new feature branch. Wait a second. So right now we are on main. Fantastic. Okay. And we didn't change any file. Great. So what it's doing here is going to node script. Is looking for the script section in package.json. Search for workspace in the main JSON. Yeah, because now NodeScript is a workspace since yesterday. And read packages on JSON stream Firestore. Okay, hold on. So in Node scripts, yeah, I have a stream Firestore.ts, which you can stream already any collection. Yeah, but it's more about streaming changes to collection is not very suitable for logs because of that. Added, modified, remove, logs only add. So yeah, we want a specific one. And there is a script. What's that? What's going on here? A script, let's have a look. Node Firestore logs. Ah, that's the branch name. Apply patch. What a weird way. We are still in main. Maybe because none of these commands already executed. Let's hope, because I saw GPT-5 doing a big mess with Git. Um, I will keep an eye closely. So, some imports, load project, okay, config path, project ID, get Firestore, default user ID, correct. But where is he getting the parameters? Not done yet, maybe. Huh? And then he start going through the logs. I thought we had a parameter which I forgot to talk about to decide how long back in the logs we stream for. Here it seems to stream everything. If I compare this with the original Python script, which is this one, ah, seems to go through everything as well. But however, in the README, mm, there's nothing about that too. Ah, the one with this time filter was function logs. Okay. Okay. Don't know why there is that thing because now it says so the source code there, but now it says it wants to create a branch. So what are all this mess? Oh, and let's approve. I think I'm approving only the branch creation. And here, now we switch to a branch and there is no changes in the code. So, okay. Maybe get the script again. Okay, that's the script. Now it's really creating it. Approve it. Oh, there is something about levels as well. Add it to the scripts JSON so we can launch it. Okay, approve it. And we can launch it already. npm run logs firestore. Okay. Okay, so we have to wait, I don't know what, because the code is out. Yes, you have to update the documentation, but let's see. Okay, can drink coffee. So in here, now we have changing package JSON because we added the new script and the new script itself. So we probably can test it already, but I want to. Okay, there you go. Now it's doing the readme. Get Firestore logs. Is this how you pass parameters to um, a node script? Well, let's approve that too. Let's open the readme for node scripts. And let's go to see the preview for Markdown. Let's see, preview Markdown. I don't see it. Yeah, it should be one of these. Here you go, open preview. There you go. So get Firestore logs. Okay, that's new script. Oh, that's a lot. Ooh, what is he doing now? Ah, no, no. Okay, I went back in the. Ah, it's so confusing. Okay, so he's doing something else. I thought that's already added. Package JSON. Ah, is adding a way to call. I see. This is the top level package JSON. You're adding a way to call logs Firestore from the top level JSON, so you don't have to go in Node scripts. Okay, that's interesting. Let's approve that. Maybe we should do that for every script. That's a good idea. And now he wants to add, update, and push. Let's stop him there. Because now is the time for me to review and tell stuff to do. I want to ask something. This um markdown file, is it possible to have a kind of index on top? Is it possible to have in node scripts? Actually, let's use the at node scripts readme exactly. Um, an index on top of all the functions or scripts um, with links, internal links. Don't know if Markdown supports that, but worth asking. Because it's difficult to figure out a list of the scripts just looking at the file. You have to scroll through a lot, and you typically want to go see the details of just one script when you open that file. Oh, there you go. So the Markdown does support internal links, similar to what HTML does. Looks good. But the only thing I want to ask is, in what orders did you put that? Maybe we should change the order. But let me finish first. Oh, I think the index should be the first thing. Yeah, stop committing, man. Last time we are working on this. Chill. Okay, so let me first remove the index on top. And just, checking here. So utility scripts for debugging and development workflow automation for Budget Pilot Flutter app. No, it's really for everything and also for the website. So let's remove that just for budget pile. And then we are in the budget pile of project, so we don't even need to mention that. Okay. Now let's put the index as second one. And then we have a setup session, multiple lines, fine. Okay. Hmm. All right, let's see how it looks. So go back to the preview. All right, so setup is like you do it once. So what you want to get quickly is the index. Get Firestore log stream clear auto merge. Shall we keep them in alphabetic order? Clear debug logs. There you go. So there are two ways to organize this, or either by sections, but it's difficult to understand category. It's difficult to understand the categories when you have too few scripts. Just kind of surface later, or alphabetic. I'll go for alphabetic because right now there is no clear categories. So auto merge is the first. So that's the one. So let's keep this in the same order. So auto merge is the first there. Okay. Then the second one is get Firestore logs. I think the auto merge does not need the example output. It's just too much information. It just waits for the PR to be ready and PR build and then it merges. So let's remove all the output and also let's remove this detail. It was a bug that I encountered during development, but also this. So let's keep the details to a minimum. Auto merge PR number. Yeah, this is good. Post CI status every 60 seconds. Real time progress display. Squash merges when passed. Yep. Let's move this together or after 30 minutes. Timeout. Okay, let's remove that. Proper error handling and exit code. Who cares? Type safe GitHub CLI integration. Who cares? Okay, so right now we have a shorter, less noisy, and when to use this is the LLM writing self promotions. No need, no need. Let's keep it to the point. Get Firestore logs. Is this the second one? Yes. No, it's clear debug logs. So the second one is clear debug logs in alphabetical order. So let's put it there. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's not documented. Must be because I just can't find it easily. So clear debug log. There you go. This is the last one. Copy. So now we have auto merge, clear debug logs is the second in this point. Okay. Then we have, and we give a look as well. Then we have get Firestore logs. Let's see the order first. So get Firestore log and stream Firestore. Fine. Okay, stream Firestore. It looks like for stream Firestore it's the last one, and the one before get Firestore logs. Let's see if that's the case. Mm. Yeah, the only thing is this setting difficult to find. They are not like prominent enough. Auto merge and get Firestore logs. Let's see if I can do something about this to make it easy to find the various parts. So I have this line. Is this line started by scripts? Oh, this line. Okay. Ah, that's so nice. I didn't know you can do that. So you can, that makes things easier. You can double click on something and will bring you there. Hmm. Shall I remove this line? Not needed at all. But I think I want to add a line after each script, but make that line long for the purpose of making it easier to find when something starts and then. So this, let's say 100 characters. All right, so that's get Firestore logs. See, I didn't see the other ones. So we have auto merge. Where is clear debug logs? Ah, here. Clear debug logs. So that auto merge, clear debug logs. Let's put it here. Now we make it very easy to find after this little messy. All right, so check again. We have auto merge PR, clear debug logs, get Firestore logs, and stream Firestore. Oh, I guess that now if I go through the file, it will be easy to find them. Clear Firestore, clear the. Okay, let's put this line back. Okay, auto merge PR, clear the debug logs, get Firestore logs, and stream Firestore. Fantastic. So, going back, auto merge PR now is short as sweet. Accounts. Never mind. All this is like a repetition, and I don't care about saying, "Oh, this is not available normally." Just say Just say what it does. That's it. Okay. Number two, clear debug logs. Clear file store debug logs for a specific user to reduce noise while testing, similar to the Python. No, 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 no. We're gonna delete that Python. So remove the reference to it. Um, Clear debug logs to default user. Okay. Remove the requirements. It's true, but too much details. Clear label logs. Yeah. The only thing is clearing output. So clear debug logs doesn't have way to specify the user. Yeah. Let's create a small ticket to be able to do that. So what we're doing now though is working in convert get firestore log. Let me write it down here. Okay. And I must say I would like to clear debug logs parameter to specify a different user. Okay. I'll put this on the wall. I have this. I know I'm messing up. I have this post-its. I put it on the wall. I write proper tickets in Dual Project later, but it's much faster to write a post-it. If they fall from the wall, it means I don't have to implement them. Nothing falls so far, fails so far. Okay, so clear logs is fine. We don't need the example output. Doesn't need, not useful information. When to use, no, no need. Is there a way to make it also more? Can I put a line here too? And maybe I don't need that line anymore. See how that looks. I don't have it on auto merge. Okay, and let's get rid of this. I think I like this more. It's not elegant, but makes it easier to find both in the markdown and also on this file. And let's remove all the other lines here. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So clear the logs, auto merge PR when CI passes. Okay, we already see this in details. How to go back? Is this control minus? No, that goes back to the other. Clear debug logs. What it says here? Clear debug collection. True, but I think it's better to say, oh, what's going on? Link fragment should be valid. Ah. So this is part of the name now. So we can't do that. Okay. So to put that back. Fine, I tried. It didn't work, but I tried. So we go back to the previous. Okay. So auto merge, fine. Clear debug logs, also fine. Let's see what it does and features. So let's keep the same features. Clear debug logs for user by certain actually use batch operation for efficient deletion, preserve support messages, uses Firebase ADM SDK. Oh, no need to say that. Either we are just interested in a user. What nice. Next, get Firestore logs. Fetch a Firestore. Clear debug collections. No, let me. Yeah, that's better. Clear Firestore app logs for a user. Snapshot Firestore debug logs. That was a bad way to say that. Fetch. Why snapshot? For a user. Real-time Firestore stream collection. Ooh. Ah, they put TS together. I didn't realize that. Ah, because that's how the link works. They remove the dot. Okay. I didn't know that. Collection. Nice. Yeah, alphabetic order just rules because so it's the same order as the files here. Get faster logs, the one we just done. I'm not too happy about this. I'm gonna inquire about the parameter passing. Stream real-time change master collection. Yep. npm stream. Yep. That is this script is amazing. Streaming. So let me ask. Let's tell first. I've updated and streamlined the README. Also, scripts are now in alpha tick order. And what I want to ask, just information, what I want to ask is if the right way to pass a parameter is not consistent with is this the normal way to pass arguments? I'm sure there is a valid reason. It's because make sure that there's an argument for the append, not for npm, um, for the script, because other functions here are inconsistent. Shall we use name parameters like user ID? Okay, let's see what happens. It's already implementing. I just was a question or a statement. Was a question, no? A fucking statement. I didn't tell you to do it. I said, let's talk about it. Yeah, I think that's better. We were just okay. Let's see. I didn't tell you to write code. We were just discussing on what's best first. What's your take? Let's see when I get banned with this $20 subscription. Not banned, but limited. When will I get limited? Because I'm using it the high reasoning mode pretty heavily. Even though, I took my time editing the file, so yeah, passing also argument script with a double dash is a standard pattern. I recommend switching to name flag for clarity and consistency. Prefer name flag. No, 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 no. We don't need any compatibility. We just wrote the script a second ago, man. No compatibility needed. Nuke current. Okay. If we allow to pass the collection, then the name of the script is not right. Because the name of the script is get debug Firestore logs. Yeah, it's called get debug logs for the same thing. Let's keep it focused. Let's make it clear these app logs. Add user ID support and help only. Rename the script to fetch. Let's go away from get, yeah. Fetch app logs. TS and also update it and npm scripts Update the name. Also update, let's be explicit, the name in npm scripts. Fetch app logs. This is like more consistent. We will rename as right a ticket, a post it for it, clear debug logs. Then will have to be renamed to keep it consistent. Clear debug logs ts. I want to rename it to see if this will be called fetch app logs. Will be delete app logs, and also maybe say delete older than x rather than delete everything. Delete older than x hours. Say, or keep the last hour. That would be useful. So that's a separate ticket. Just because I have an idea to do something, not jump on doing it. Put it on the wall. Nice. And this tooling, it takes some time, but is super useful to debug the app. Update the issue ticket with the new requirement first, then stop, then yeah, stop. So I can review and approve or not. Nice. So there's thinking. So GPT-5 in high reasoning mode is slower than Sonnet, but again, it should be comparable not to Sonnet but to Opus, and I think Opus also slow. So it's not a fair comparison because it's way smarter than Sonnet. I think it's comparable to Opus. Okay, so we gonna get Firestore node script. Fetch up logs. That's what I call it. Yeah, I think it looks weird saying like that, but that's the fact is Firestore. The fact that they are in Firestore is a technical detail. Here, the intent is I want to see the app logs, so I think the script should be called there. We might save the scripts somewhere else in the future, Save the logs somewhere else in the future. So that's a good name. Use this application default. Oh my god. Read users. Okay. Format argument, user ID, and help. That's what I asked. And that's what I get. No other extra arguments. Update npm scripts. Logs up. That's interesting. So we can make logs function after. No fetch. Hmm. Okay. Allow. And now this should be updated. Yeah, it's already updated. I was expecting to see a refresh, but perhaps already happened. I haven't created a branch. We work in the same branch. Let's commit what we've done so far. We don't need a new branch. This is part of the same work. Please commit what. Oh, I can do it. Ah, yeah, no, no, but commit message. Uh, please commit what we have done so far, all the files, modified files or new files, so I can check the next batch of changes, then start working on the changes. That should be clear enough. So let's double click close eye on the branches because before I didn't notice that ChatGPT was creating two, three, four branches for the same piece of work and it was really messy. Now I tell explicitly do not create branches. We are working already on a branch. It's a feature, one feature. We are working on it. Sometimes, a single feature requires multiple branches because I divide it in small bits, but in this case, it doesn't require because it's already simple, small, self-contained. I just tell to commit. Okay. Write something, log fetcher. Okay. npm script, there is some commit message. Add the node first. Oh, log fetch. Ah, so the commit message have still the hard-coded N. Is it already pushed? Doesn't matter because my commit message looks good. And I can double check here. It will get squashed, so it's not even important. But I can a little bit curious because before was messing up the commit messages. Let's do that without creating a PR. See, still messing up with the FNN. And I told so many times, and it's in the agent's TS to not do that. I think it is, but it's not working, man. So I will not tell to rewrite the commit because it doesn't matter, but uh, we missed that. Mm. I also changed the agents test at agents MD to remind you. Oh my god, I didn't mean to remind you to not use hyphen and letters in messages, including commit messages. No need to amend the last commit as we will squash it anyway in the end. Okay. Okay. All is good. Now start working. Start with the rename only first, then stop. Oop. Stop. Stop. No stop. That is an interesting way to work. Where you go very deliberate, very slow, but you get more quality like this. just a rename. So expect to rename the file and rename the scripts. There are two scripts packages and calling this. After I will test it even. So it's creating a new file first. So let's see if it's changing in any way. Oh, is it done? Gone now? No, it's still there. Div-new. I thought you had to say, I'm in Node scripts, fetch uploads, and get Firestore logs. Is that how it works? Okay, they are exactly the same file. And I can confirm it like that. Also the same size, probably the same checksum. Yeah, how to say it? Oh, that's interesting. I should know that. On Mac, what shell command can compute a file checksum? Define SHA, yeah, lightweight. JK sum, let's use that. JK sum, and MD5 is not secure anymore, but doesn't matter because I'm just checking. So I think the first one is the sum, and the second one is MD5 as well. Second one is, no, the first one is, yeah, is a checksum, and the second one is a file size. It's MD5. How unfortunate it is not the first field. So, you know, it would be aligned, but it's pretty clear they are the same. Oh, I got it. Mosquito killed with bare hands. Should I wash my hands now? All right, let me wash my hands. It doesn't look like, but also like mosquitoes can have diseases on them. You just squashed one, better wash the hands. Okay. Right, so you are looking at what it's doing. Yeah, so now we can remove the old script. We just validated that it's the same because not really trust that because that's a really weird way of doing. You regenerated the script instead of doing an MV command, but I got the same result. So who I am to complain? Now we need to update two packages with a new name. Yep, you forgot. You forgot to update the two package. Ah, yeah, you didn't forget. No, no, no. So it's written here. Just do misunderstand my instruction, I think, but maybe they were not clear. Let's see my instructions. Don't know where they are. Start with the rename only first. Yeah, that is unclear. I guess what it did would fulfill my requirement. Just do the npm scripts update first, then stop before next step. And before that, let's double check here. Oh, it is already committed. Alright, it's already committed as a rename. Whoa, what was this? Ah, this is part of the script. Okay. And this is okay, okay. So now we are cleaning also do agents.txt. Oh, let's see if we follow the specs because now we read about being careful and there is no new line in this commit message. So we can't really check. Um, let's go back to here. Let's see the switch the branch to this branch and see the commit logs. There you go, two commits. Yeah, there is no new line in this commit, so we cannot check. And the commit before was messed up because of this slash n. Yeah, no, not a pretty look, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna squash. So, right, so I'm gonna say that. Just do the node script update first, then stop before next step. Yep, so good. I have to purposely slow down the LLM. This will waste so much more tokens, but it makes uh, for me double checking so much easier. And it's okay to commit every step. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. In the end, we're gonna squash, but we go slow. Okay, that took 30 seconds and it looks perfect. This is the package.json of Node script. Logs up much more easy to understand than logs Firestore because Firestore is where it's saved, and up is what logs they are. Much better. And same the other one. Oh, yeah, they look so good. Very simple change, very easy to understand. Now we can test it. So because the change is done, we can do npm logs up, npm run logs up. Right, works great. So good. Yeah, let's commit and push. This triggers a lot of builds, so I am paying. This month will be so much above the free tier of GitHub Actions because in 4 days, yeah, and this day is just the beginning. In 4 days, I'm already at. It doesn't work. That's only the last day. I will be about $6 for 4 days. Let's say it doesn't increment too much. This is now 550, 570. But let's say it goes only to six, which is improbable because we go more. We go $6 in 4 days. If we work every day, which is like what we are doing now, 6 divided by 4 per multiplied by about 30 days in a month is $45. Only 16 are free. The free tier is 16. So it means GitHub Action would cost me $29. If I do the the subscription, there are two subscriptions. Minus 16, yeah, $29 is already what I would pay. There are two subscription, yeah. One is the GitHub, which might make the money go further a little bit more. If I do this for $4 per month, that gives you about $8 worth of, which is not enough of that. So that would mean my spending with a $4 subscription will be a saving of $4. So it will be still $25. Or I can do this. How much does it give you? 50,000 CICD. Ooh, that's fucking a lot. So there is no reason to contact sales. Yeah, there would be no reason to pay more than $21 for GitHub Actions when you can have this data recencies. You don't need any of that. Introduce unnecessary complexity. I don't even know what that is now, but no need of any of that. We'll see. I would start to finish the free tier first and see how far in the month I get, because it might be that I start to use less later. Okay, so we got, or I can do a simpler change. Move everything to self-hosted runners when I run out of time, of minutes, and pay nothing. That is probably what I will do. Okay, so going back to this. Yep. Let's see if it's all committed. The script works. Oh, good. The script works. Oh, let me try also to run it from here. Should run also from the top workspace. Yep. In both places, implement the flags. Yep. And readme, I didn't say, but if it doesn't, I will ping it, but I think we will do. Oh, it's doing the readme first. Okay. That's fine. Yes, to rename this, and if he remembers, we'll have to change the order because it becomes what? Fetch up logs? Ah, it stays in the same order. Yeah, okay, that's lucky. Okay, so we have we're adding all this. Parse. This is all. I want to see the fun. Okay, let's approve so I can review with the context. I don't have context. Get Firestore logs should have gone or is still here? I'm pretty confused now. This is the same. Budget palo CDX and here too. Budget palo CDX. CDX4 codecs. But because that's the Python one, that's why. And we didn't remove it yet. Okay. So let's go to see the node new script is fetch up logs, and everything is in main. Yep, I don't like that. Ooh, let's make this script a little bit better. Let's finish and test it first, commit. Did we lose the default user ID? Yeah, we did. I think we did. That's no, that's a no, no. Yeah, that's a bad thing. It lost the default user ID. That's pretty handy. Please keep it. Or just no, please keep it. Or put it back. Yeah, that's a problem. Remove mention default user. Make it mandatory. Yep, nice. Right, looks good. We need to test it, yeah. Now we can test it in another user ID because I'm the only user with logs. But we can test with a user ID that does not have logs and see that is handled gracefully. Yep. So there are two examples. Yeah. You know what? It would be neater. Just think now. The user ID should be in an environment variable, not in the script. You think things, I think things, but slowly. I'm thinking how to call it. Maybe just BP as budget pilot user ID. Let me open a new shell to check. Or I can use the same one actually. Um, works. Don't know if no, this is I didn't escape or not. Yes, okay, it works. Okay, we have env local, but now I want to see these env variables in another shell outside the visibility just to make sure there is nothing that I should not show. Ooh, uh-huh. Dev, okay. What is in Python script? So what I think it should be is yes, Marshmallow coming to open. Okay, so what I think it should be, not now. Let's see the readme too. I still did that. Okay. Hmm. I asked about this double hyphen. I don't think it was explained, or maybe I missed it. No, I think it's to separate the. Let's ask again. Separate the parameters goes to npm versus the parameters that go to the script. In this command, why the okay hyphen hyphen. Just want to see it explicitly, but yeah, I think that's the reason. I think that's the safe way to do it. Ah, so it's 32 degrees in here, and I'm not hot. Okay, no aircon. What does it do? Is stop npm mark passing forward to the script. Yeah, it's fine. I should do this way. That's the safe way. Okay. I just thought that I made a mistake. Let's own it. Asking you to hard code the user. Um, I think it's better to have an environment variable called bp user ID to store the user Mhm. Um, this will be in the env file where is the where should the env file be in the root folder or in the node scripts folder. We should also add or update the env example. Yeah. It's called env local. Mhm. Where's the env example? Why did I have? Hold on a second. The uh, env example to explain variables needed. I see in the project sometime I have the env, sometimes the env local. What's the difference? So many questions. Difference and should be standardized. Um, this env variable might be useful. I already know it's useful. Is useful also for the app Android. But okay, that's it. Can, could in other places. Let's not be so specific. Okay, now just uh, let's just discuss no code changes now. They will be done in the next step. Okay, so let's check here. My God, they start barking. Let's wait a second. Okay, go. So this working. Oh, Marshmallow, I have to stop him barking. Well, let's see the answer. Good question. Here is a clean, consistent approach for this report book. I'm root env local value load points. Yeah, local. Uh, sometime committed. Never committed. Okay, I see. I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Understand. Yeah, envelope, yeah. Where, I didn't say where. Yeah, yes, Jericho School, yeah. Okay, selbstbewusst, okay. The only thing is, I already have a root env or already have a root env local. Yep, which already has a file, but I don't have a corresponding description or an example. Yep. If you are happy with this, okay. Yes, but we also need the other stuff in env local, which is, let me edit this. Oh, coming. The other stuff is this one. I need to clean it up from the secret. Go ahead, but also the snag token as described in the current env local. So we're gonna access the secret. Let's try that. Open it doesn't expose anything. It is a little bit risky. So I might move it outside. I already exposed tokens before I had to regenerate them. Let's wait. Ah, yeah, it's looking at map example, so there isn't one, so it's in the wrong track. It's perhaps not looking at env local, so I'm gonna paste, which is a good thing, I suppose. Now working 40 seconds stuff. Let's wait outside the screen for safety. Okay, adjusting environment setup. 80 seconds thinking, still thinking. Yeah, so we removed the identifier from the source code. It's not a secret, but and I showed that it's not a secret at all, but it's much better. Okay, so this is the code bit, which I'll make a little bit wider. Then, it doesn't. It's not resized in real time. Okay. Explicit loading. Perfect. So nice. Now I'm afraid it's gonna write secrets in the screen, so let's move it outside for a second. Okay, so what's this? Yeah, the user ID. Perfect. No leaking. Forgot bit of stuff, but we can work with it. So go collapse this. So we got our env example there. Nice. We need .env package. Okay, fair enough. Proof. Okay, I forgot a few variables I didn't tell about. So yep, let's do that. Yep, defaults. So good. Remove hard-coded value from the script. That's so good. We just need to set BP user ID in env. But before I do that, let's test what happens if I don't set it. Yeah, leave it as is. We are just working on one script. Yep. Slowly, slowly, take it slow. Not PS, but GS. Okay, clean. Good. So now we try npm run. We're in the working directory, in the root directory. That's what I meant. npm run. Make this larger now. npm run logs up. Oh, what a good name. Easy to remember without looking at docs. Yeah, that's fine. I need to do npm install. Okay, so let's try again. I don't understand. Where did you get the user from? Because I didn't set it in env local. pipe head. Hyphen N10. Task timeout? Don't know what's happening. Try less. Okay, that works. Um, so let's get this. Very good. I didn't set the user in a BP user in and local yet. Does he get the example of the it from the example and ran and I ran the script and it still can fetch user ID. Why? Does he get it from example? But let him answer that. Not suggesting anything. If he gets from there, I wouldn't even put it in a local. Because we kept the default fallback. The script is of this user ID. Ah, no, no, no. I see. I didn't know that. I didn't understand. No, no. Now that we have the possibility, the BP user ID, we can remove the fallback. That's why I didn't understand that. Good that I checked. The whole point was to remove hard-coded users from the source code and makes the script simpler as well. Mm, yeah, there you go. Yeah, but now we need a check to see if the user is set, otherwise fail. And I don't think he's adding that. Ah, so this conversion became a much more ambitious project. I'm getting hungry too. Ah, I like GPT-5. I didn't get along the first few days, couple of days. Now I start to like. Probably because I put more details on how it works in Agents MD, maybe. That was approved already. This change is this. Yep. Mhm. Now we're gonna test. I don't think we have still a problem. We're gonna test without user, without variable. Gonna fail. Yeah, yeah, commit. But you're always one step behind, mate. Yeah, there you go. No, mate. Let's finish this first. Stop thinking to do something else. No, that's the problem. That's gonna fail. Undefined. Now we need to check that we have a user ID or print an help message saying about VP user ID or param. I did exactly what I told, but I didn't think one step further, and it's in high reasoning. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? The high reasoning is not that high. Perfect. I'm gonna test it. This looks good in isolation. Supposing that it's in the right place, we're gonna check now. Yeah, all this code should go in a function, man. Will be later. Very good. No, man, stop asking these fucking questions. Stop it. We're still working on this script. Okay, test without user. Okay, there is also that useless output from npm, but fine. That's how it works. Yep. So let's test the user ID. User ID here. That should work. Excellent. And now test putting this in the envelope, which I'm gonna do in another terminal. Remove the help comment from local because they're already an example and this duplication. Okay, so now I have the user ID in envelope, so I don't need to pass it anymore. And that's very useful. That's very handy. Will allow us a new developer. If there will be one, hey, it works. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, we are getting there. It works. Now let's improve the code. We have one massive main function. I think parameter parsing could be its own function, but analyze the script and decide. I would say suggest, but I decided to use the word decide to give autonomy because we can always undo. Everything is committed, every step we commit. So if I want to undo a step, I just do a git checkout dot and undo the step. Well, it's very, very convenient. so I can let him go crazy and decide how to split it. Okay, it's a proposal, that's fine. Load env, resolve project ID. Okay. Pass CLI and env. Okay, that's the output. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, go ahead. We make the script longer, but so much easier to follow. For me, some people disagree, but some people prefer the long functions. I don't. Because I know this function gets the parameters. If this works, I don't need to look at it. I just know it gives me this result. Logging. Don't think this script should log. See. Right, so what we said is, okay, hold on. I have to accept and look at the result because it's difficult to follow. Okay. Um, path relative to node script in working directory. Where's main? Should main do the first thing? Load env. Good. Pass CLI and env. Oh, okay. User ID. Shouldn't be this. Okay, okay. It's okay. Yeah, it looks good. Commit, yeah. What we didn't update is the readme. Do we need to update the readme? Let's see how it looks now. Fetch up logs. Can also click from here. No, I can't. Fetch a Firestore debug log snapshot. The output doesn't mention the. Ah, yeah, it does. Okay. Do I think we are ready. Can you? Is API already created? No, yeah, no, not yet. Good. Create. First readme. Review the readme to see if it's up to date. I think it is, but and create a PR. I think it is, but better double check. Well, I already double check, but also have GPT-5 double check. Ah, we can delete Python. Forgot, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, let's do in this branch. We can delete the Python script. and update the README. Right, let's tell us no. I just realized that the function script, this script, the new script is working very well, or just well, so I have to type. Um, we can now safely delete the Python script, get via store logs, and update its README. We have to update the issue. I'm using like GPT-5 medley. Okay, it's a bit slow, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. I just mind about the quality of the output. If it's like to a certain extent, of course, if it's wait of 10 minutes, then it's too much, but it's never 10 minutes. It's between 1 and 2 minutes normally. What's going on? Okay, because it said creating PR, but now it's removing the script, correct? Update the README to remove the script references. Now we are above 32 degrees, 32.4. Maybe time to start the aircon after lunch. No, we don't need to say that. Just remove all references from Python scripts. We will migrate or delete all Python scripts eventually. Anyway, okay. So just remove. How long will it take? Something it will be like soup for me. Not too much. It's okay. Correct. That's so cumbersome, Python. Boy, a bad language, man. I really don't like Python. Also, the environments is an afterthought because it, yeah, no, not a good system at all. So now we can create a PR. I'm finally happy. Finally happy. And this, I thought it would be a quick thing, 2 hours. Hmm. Let's see the PR first. Yeah, it goes this thing where it marks the PR in draft mode first. I don't see that. It's not in draft mode. Add node base log. Okay, this is fantastic. Now it's formatted correctly. Right. Yeah, it sure have so good. This is not anymore in line. Estelle. Can you update issue 69 to reflect on what we actually did? Um, for instance, update params, remove the Python script. The build already failed, probably normally fails some formatting. We're gonna see why soon or now while we wait for the answer. Formatting, not a problem. It's okay. Good that it's there. Single quotes. Maybe we should put that in agents. But these things can be fixed automatically like this. npm run format. We're gonna tackle that afterwards. Yeah, there you go. Oh, sorry, I don't understand. That's annoying. You removed the long bars, but I needed those for me to understand the sections. So now they're not evident anymore. That's a single quotes fix. But what is this fix? Level string. I remove an extra parenthesis. That is not needed. Yeah, it's clearly not needed. Yeah. Okay. The updating the issue. Let's accept and double check it. Yeah, same as the request there. That's fine. Yep. As the PR description, I mean to say. Fantastic. Yep. So this is ready for review. Mm, Just want to fix that. Let's ask to GPT. The markdown. There's two issues here because the markdown linter and prettier are two different things. Prettier converted my long dash lines in readme to 3 characters. Three hyphens? Yeah, maybe it's called hyphen. Dash is the long one. I needed the long format to be able to visually find, not a great sentence, yeah, to be able to find easily, forget about visual, uh, where one function start, section, where a section starts. Okay, let's go with that. Um, is it possible for to ask Prettier to use how many? 80 characters? So for those markdown separators, and also change the markdown linter config to require 80 characters. So we will change a few across the code base, but it's probably good. And then you can put 3 and ask the formatter to fix it. So not an issue. Not an issue at all. But I don't know if it's possible. If it's not possible, we're gonna live with it. Not a huge deal. Prettier can't. Okay. Okay. Uh, no, that's too much. No. It's okay. I give up on this. Thanks for checking. Okay, so we got some changes in formatting changes. They're gonna commit. Sounds good. If you want an easy search approach to market without fighting Prettier, consider a brief HTML comment section header. Example. Is it not shown because it's HTML? Ah, we were talking about the node scripts readme. Show me an example in node scripts readme and don't commit it so I can have a look. I hope he gets was to rename, change the three hyphens. I think it would. That I currently have to that separator. Ah, there's an example. I couldn't see it. Yeah, that's good for me. I won't see it. Yeah, so good. Putting in three markers shouldn't take 60 seconds, but I guess you have to be very relaxed with the. Ah, so relaxing to use GPT-5. There you go. Oh, why so much output? Mm. Yeah, that's cool. But did he do it or just show me? Because I said to do it, just not commit. He didn't do it. I meant do it in the file. It's fine, but do not commit, but do it. Do the readme across all sections? Yes. Auto merge PR. Yeah, also good. Yep. Yeah. We'll see if that's really fine. It should be. Let's see how they look because the whole point is for me to be able to. Yeah. Oh, they're super visible because they are green. Fantastic. That's a good solution. Nice. Love it. Now I can find it easily. We can remove the dashes now. Let me remove the dashes. Yeah, they didn't get to, but I didn't ask, so I guess dashes will give even more visual separation. Yeah, but yeah, that's enough. Okay. Any dashes remaining? No. Okay, that's good. So we go auto merge PR, clear debug, patch up logs, and stream file store. Everything is good. Everything is great. Out with too much gold plating it. No, all good, already committed. Let's see if that works now. So our complicated pipeline just need to execute no checks for this change because we didn't change Flutter, we didn't change infrastructure, we didn't change anything in backend or web. So good that everything is conditional. So I can keep the monorepo and short enough build times. And when I run out of minutes, everything will be local, self-hosted runners. It's so easy to change. I just have to switch. I will lose a little bit of parallelism, but I don't have much anyway because all. Oh, it fails. Okay, let's see what fails first. Mm. I think I already fixed those, but apparently not all of them. Let's see. Let's see if I do npm run format if there is any change. Yes, in the readme. All right, that makes sense. An extra line. I'm happy with that, but it didn't change the problem getting the error. So in fetch up logs line 114. Let's check that by hand. 114. Ah, well, that's not fine. Of course, it's using double quotes because that's the right thing to do. My God, we're not finished. I want to copy the some context. Yeah, I think that's enough. Uh, there is a small problem. I reviewed the code, but it seems that using double quotes there is the right thing to do because this string contains single quotes. Can we amend prettier config to allow double quotes when the strings contain single quotes? I think that's clear. It's clear to me. Okay. Unfortunate. Normally you shouldn't do this MPR, but the issue arises here. Almost a minute. Man, I can really use for that long without any problem. The model, yeah. Yeah, okay, yes, yeah. Yep, yep, yes, please. One line, yes, yes, please. Yes, lint configuration change. Okay. No, prettier, yes, lint. He also said yes, lint. I've just thought it was prettier because that's what I thought. Checks formatting, but no, it's not only that. Prettier does the formatting, right? Let's ask this question. To clarify, then prettier yes, lint tweak. Yeah. So this is doing what? Add, commit, and push. Fine. Always read that because sometimes I would do crazy stuff. To clarify, then prettier responsibility is only formatting, and ESLint responsibility is only checking. Maybe it's not right. That's why I'm asking. Is that accurate? Let's see the nuances. It's already ready for review, right? Let's see the next execution. Pull request. Go here. It's not marked draft. Let's see this draft. Checks are running. Mostly with a few nuances. Okay, I knew that's why I asked the question. Pretty ends formatting only while space quotes are wrapping semicolons. Opinionated auto formats not intended to record quality or correctness rules. Yes, lint handles code quality and correctness, no unused variable, no undef, EQ, EQ, complexity. You can also enforce style rules, quotes in the end, but when using Pretty, it's common to disable formatting related yes lint rules and add Pretty on formatting. I think we should have run print format on commit, because how many times I did commit, finally didn't work, and run npm run format. Yeah, good. Ready to review. I tell that, but it's already. Yeah, it's not a draft pull request. If I had Sonnet, I would say to Sonnet to review the PR, but I don't anymore because I didn't pay the $20 this month. Let's ask Gemini. Let's go to the project. Yep. Can you review this PR? And then let's give also the issue. How do I? Let's say give it just related to GitHub project issue 69. See what Gemini says. And let's review myself, most importantly. So here is where, okay, that's the instruction for PPT. Here is where I clean the script. I put an index, simplified it, put it now alphabetically. That looks good. Then there is a change that we just did on ESLink. And then this is the new script. It looks good now. It looks really good. And finally, we're almost at the end, I suppose. Package logs. That's node script one. That's the global one. Clean up the Python script. This looks perfect. I think he's trying to download the URLs, which is a bad idea. Already on the wrong track here. I should have I should have said no. You should use GH because it's a private project. There are details in Cloud MD at Cloud MD. Yeah, now we want to read fast, but that's not what you should do. Well, you could, suppose. You're in the repo. You don't need me to provide you anything. You can also do the git diff. Right, now it's using GH. We got the issue. That's good. I'm happy with this PR. For me, it's ready to merge. I just want a second opinion from Gemini, which is I wouldn't take. Okay, it's doing some kind of diff. We move the ticket in the review column. Put on the wall. So much text. This is a solid pull request to successfully replace a Python script with a more integrated Node.js solution. The code is well structured, documented, follow the existing project convention. In addition to the env example, use of the env is a good practice for managing environment variables. Node script, the script is well organized in clear function. Yeah, that's my refactoring. That's me. Um, or I suggested it. Error handling is robust. It correctly uses Firebase admin. The log formatting, we are at 33 degrees. Time to start the aircon. The log formatting is clear, consistent. They use Node utility plus array modern appropriate. The fallback from command line environment for user ID is a nice touch for usability. From command line. Yep. Packages on file. The logs update script is correctly added. Monorepo. Yeah, don't have that for other scripts, but we're gonna see. The MDP. Okay. Okay. Um, let's start a ticket for that. So, Node JS scripts in root package, not in this PR. JS. Okay, great. We have a ticket for that. Now, package JSON. Yep. .env dependency correctly added. README files. Yeah, correct. And example, great addition, remove. Okay, we got some suggestions. No script fetch log, the format entry function could be slightly more robust when handling timestamp. Yeah, fine. That's not complicated things. That's not an improvement. To be it's already an improvement. To be thorough, I will allow template leaders in string. That's not quite a thing. Is to allow single quotes. Anyway, to be thorough, I will run a project's linting and test. Yeah, okay, go ahead and do it if you want. But we already run that in pipeline, so yeah, that's something to fix those configuration thing. But do I have a ticket for that? I don't think I do. When this happens, when we run test, svelte unknown options. We'll dig into it. That's another thing. Nice. So conclusion, great merge. Let's merge it and let's have lunch. So the whole stream was just that. Get Firestore logs, merge, delete it. Good work. This kicks off pipeline. No deployment needed because it changed the local scripts. So what this will do is just running the node checks. No Flutter, no infrastructure, no backend deploy. Okay, great. This will work because it's just been executed on the branch. So I'm going to end the stream and have lunch. Thanks, bye bye.